trying to learn more about myself.
learn.
Yes.
But that's true. That's why you're open.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And it's interesting how the universe sends you messages,
Messages. Yeah.
miracles.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's as simple as you go into a shopping plaza and it's so crowded. And you sit there and say, what am I doing here? Really, why am I here? It's a holiday, I don't need to be here. And someone pulls out, so there's my spot.
There's a spot. Yeah. Yeah.
Right next to the store. Is it a big miracle? Not as the world would see it for me. Fantastic.
But you know what? So if we look at just the analogy, and I know Soraya and I were talking about this, when you look at the whole science behind a miracle, it's just pretty much for people who not really too much into the spiritual community, or maybe don't understand too much about the spiritual community. But when you're spiritual, it's just the way it's supposed to be. I'm aligning with my higher self. This is normal. This is the way it's supposed to be. Life's supposed to be like this.
Exactly.
But for someone who doesn't really understand the science behind it and the logic behind it, you could say, wow, that's miraculous. That is
coincidence.
Yeah.
What a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. However,
but these are the actual words that you would use to try to explain the actual outcome, what you actually been through, or what you have went through, or whatever. This is how you explain it, that this is a miracle. And like I say, when you on the other end of it, you're looking like that's normal. This is the way it's supposed to be. You know, this is. I'm always
sleeping. Well, we're supposed to sleep. That's part of the plan.
It's a part of the process.
Part of your day and night.
Exactly.
You sleep.
These are things that are normal to you. You don't need for it to be, something that is out of the ordinary. These are things that are promised to you, So I think that when you are looking to do things deliberately and understanding things the way that they just are, it's not by surprise.
Yes.
I don't need to be surprised.
Music is a big part of my
Music?
life. I love music.
Oh man, get out of here. Music is always
there's
been
a
big
song,
part of it.
Ordinary Miracles.
Uh-huh.
They're ordinary miracles. Yeah, I'm grateful.
Yes, yes.
But it's part of the plan, don't you think?
Yes.
I'm aligned with with the higher power, or whatever you choose to call it. I choose to call it God. And things sort of fall into place, don't they?
Absolutely.
Interestingly enough, because you can't think of that.
Yeah.
I can't think, well, I think I'll do A, B, C, D, and E.
Yeah.
Because maybe that's not the plan for me today. Maybe it's A, C, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just A and C. I'll do A and C, and I'll be grateful for A and C.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
B, D, and E another week.
Yeah.
Another day.
You do it as you do it the way you feel, the way what pleases you. You know. I kind of want to end this off with this one, but I remember in my early stages when I start to do more meditation and start learning and being more in line with just and getting more balanced. You remember you were saying about how the universe sends you things, and then you also was talking about music. That was one of my things. And I remember when I worked, every time I got back into because I, clean people's homes, so every time I got back in my car, there was a song saying, "Don't you give up, don't you never give up, no, never give up." And I say, hold on, because I didn't know. This was a scary part, but because I'm like, okay, now, every time I get back in the car, this song is coming on. Like, what is this?
So funny. It's so funny.
And I'm sitting there, don't you give up, no, never give up, no. And I would go on, and I wouldn't even think about nothing like that. And then I get back in the car, don't you give up? And I think, what is this? Or I'm riding in the car, and the next song is coming up, or it's by so-and-so, don't you give up? Like, what is this?
Right.
Like, yeah, but it actually works like that.
I have playlists of favorite songs and just songs I listen to and like that. And most of the time I'll choose the song based on what I need, how I feel, who I am that day. And sometimes I don't. I just let it play.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what plays for me. It plays what I need to hear.
Yeah.
I need that. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that song.
But see,
Oh.
that's what we were talking about earlier. Is that sometimes you just got to move out the way because it knows what's best for you.
Yes.
It knows what you're in line with. You know what I mean? So it's just the thing about it is the hardest thing for us as humans is learning how to get out of your own way.
I was just going to tell
Learning
you.
how to get out of
My
your own
job
way.
in life, one of them, is to get out of my
Just
way.
get out of
Get
your-
out of
Listen,
the way. Get out of here.
That is, whether you believe it or not, that is one of the hardest parts.
It's very.
It's the hardest part.
It's very.
Because when you are conditioned to something else, you're in your own
You're
way.
stuck.
You're in your own way.
Absolutely.
It's stagnant. You're in
You're
your own
stagnant.
way. It's just, I'm telling you, it's getting out of your own way. You're going through these situations because you're in your own way.
It's so true.
Yeah.
It's just so true.
So yeah, that was at the mark. So we're gonna wrap it up.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Rick's
audience.
moment again, and we'll be back with another one, maybe soon. But yeah, I appreciate that you come out and we
My
got this
pleasure.
out the way, and I hope that all is well and that this was actually a really good one.
It was very good.
So yeah,
Thank you, sir.
all right.